Stories of my roommate, the pastor. My roommate, F35, hooked up with this dude, M49, 3 months ago. Come to find out he is a pastor at a small church about an hour south of us. About 2 weeks in, he brings his wife, F48, over to meet my roommate, henceforth called N, and they hang out, all day and night long. While the wife sleeps, the pastor is having sex with N, and while the pastor is asleep, the wife is fondling N. The pastor and his wife are telling their family and church family they're saving N. I don't think saving is what I would call it. About a month into the relationship, the pastor professes his love for N, then a week later his wife does too. The pastor and his wife do many illegal substances, but on Sundays, pretend they live a pious life. For 3 weeks, this couple is over at my house every day, all day long. Wifey suspects her husband is cheating on her with N, so she tries her best to block her husband, but the bedroom activities continues. Finally my roommate has had enough and kicks them out. After they are asked to leave, N decides to go visit friends in Hawaii. The pastor and wifey decides to join her, on the same flight. The whole flight, the pastor is talking about how much he loves N, and how Hawaii is the perfect place for him and N to live in peace. 2 days after they arrive in Hawaii, fueled by endless supplies of illegal substances, the pastor, wife and N flip out on each other. The pastor admits he is sleeping with N, the wifey responds by threatening to commit self-harm. Nothing happens, just an empty threat. And N leaves and finds somewhere else to sleep. That 2 weeks without the pastor and wifey, according to N, were peaceful. After 2.5 weeks of being in Hawaii, funded by the pastor, they return home. N wants to take a break, the pastor wants N, the wife, again, wants N, the wife and pastor are fighting. The pastor confesses his love for N to his mother church pastor, who tells him to talk to an attorney. He doesn't. Get couples therapy, they both do, and step down for 3 weeks. He does do that. The hilarity ensues, as the wifey tries to manipulate N and the pastor tries to do the same, ends up not working out. Every day the pastor and his wife go back and forth between on whether they will divorce or just work it out. And every day, the pastor begs N to move to their property. They have several small mother-in-law units on their acreage, so he can have intimacy with her without the drive. All I hear is that pastor and wifey want to make N part of their family. The absolute best part of this is that the pastor wants to open a sanctuary for courtesans on his property. He says RANN doesn't work. He's really a wolf in sheep's clothing, as he has a charge 20 years ago for soliciting a cop. I wrote the above text to a friend about a month ago. There is more to this story. Since then, he ended up stealthing N during intimacy while she was drunk, and now she may be pregnant. The pastor decided to tell him mom and wifey about the pregnancy. Now the wifey is pissed but happy about having another kid. In the past year, my roommate has slept with 5 married pastors that are all from the evangelical church in the Seattle area.